Trigger warning, graphic subjects are being addressed here. Domestic violence, homicide, sexual assault pertaining to this ongoing investigation. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Hello, welcome to Jazz Emporium. So, this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to say it like this. This video is going to be about the David case that's going on and about the ongoing investigation and what happened to this poor girl named Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Now, if you noticed even before I recorded this video, I gave an extreme trigger warning, a viewer discretion is advised, yada yada, to the video. For those who are not into true crime, murder cases, or anything to do with anything of those severe topics that I mentioned previously in the little viewer discretion is advised, blip it there, do not watch this video. For those who are very sensitive, for those who can't stomach this type of stuff, do not watch this video. It's going to be a very triggering video. It's going to be a very intense video. I myself have had a hard time recording this type of stuff because I did a previous video to this. I did not upload it because it was, quite frankly, I swore too much in the video. It was very graphic and I wanted to revisit it because I myself could not stand to do the video. It was so blatantly graphic, the stuff I was getting from the cards when I was reading it, so I scrapped the video. I know you people are like, well, why didn't you just upload it? I was swearing too much in the video. It was too graphic and I felt like I wanted to be sick. So I'm going to try this again for you guys because I know right now, I'm not saying it's a hot topic button and everyone's doing the video, so I'm jumping on the trend. It's nothing like that. I want the girl's voice to be heard because she was a 14-year-old girl. So backstory for people who don't know what this case is, and I will explain it now. So Celeste Rivas Hernandez was David, or as he's known in the press, D4VD, or David. So I guess he wrote in Leet Speak or whatever speak, right? So apparently the accusation, because again, we can say accusation because he's going to be going on trial and stuff. There was this girl named Celeste Rivas Hernandez. She was found in the trunk or the tunk of the Tesla car that he had. Now, it's confirmed that they were in a relationship with each other. Mind you, he was 4 years older than Celeste. So do the math on that one. It's highly inappropriate. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of trigger warnings in this video to do with CA, SA, etc., etc. I'm going to put this at the bottom. Trigger warning, you've been warned. And some graphic natures of what potentially has happened to her or how she got to where she was. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I know this is like kind of like off the kilter of what I've done. The reason why I've chosen to do this video again is because I feel Celeste needs to have a voice and we need to know what happened from her perspective and get maybe his perspective on what has occurred here. I think she needs justice because she was a 14-year-old girl. I don't want to judge the parents and I don't want to judge her family and loved ones. I want to know where were they and why didn't nobody protect this girl? But on the same token, I don't know the family, so I can't really make judgments myself. But I just want to say for Celeste's family and loved ones and people who know her, my condolences because this is a very heavy case and I don't know what the outcome is going to be, guys. And I think we just need to take a look at the stuff through the cards. And again, this is a very triggering video for me, so, and I know I'm going on and on and on and yammering about it, so if you guys don't want to watch this video, I don't blame you guys. You know, for people that can handle it, buckle in. That's all I'm going to say is buckle in. I will try to keep the swearing down to minimal. Why I scrapped the old video was because I was swearing too much. It was just too intense and or it was too graphic, and you know, the more that you swear, cuss, or you know, because YouTube has certain guidelines and certain sensory points and words you can and cannot say. So I'm going to try my best to stomach this reading and to do it as best as I can. And, you know, and if anything comes up with channeling, even maybe afterwards of the tarot reading or before the tarot reading, I may do that too within this video. So this is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not sue me. Again, anything that comes out of my mouth right now to do with this is an allegation, but it's not looking good for David. That's all I'm going to say. It's not looking good for him. the last reading I did, the one that I scrapped, and I'm sorry guys, you might think I'm a piece of crap for that, but it didn't look good, and it's still not looking good. So, and also please be civil in the comment section, be respectful of Celeste Hernandez's family, Rivera Hernandez. Well, David I think's lost everybody's respect, but just be respectful of people involved in the case. Do not do hateful comments towards me, subscribers, anybody. You know the drill, guys. I shouldn't have to say that every video, but I have to because some people don't listen and take the memo. Anyway, enjoy the video montage, and I shall see you in the reading, and potentially, maybe if I have enough time space on there, a channeling. If not, then just the reading. All right. Much love. Oh, and if you want to book a personal reading, please do so at jazzemporium@gmail.com. Come message me and I'll give you a reading. All right. Peace out.
Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. Oh, Celeste, afraid you only love me when undressed, but you'll...
Hello, so welcome to the tarot reading section of this video. So I don't have much camera space in my phone, so I'm going to do just the tarot reading for this video. So if you want to book a personal reading, please do so at jazzemporium@gmail.com. My name is Jasmine. I'm the tarot reader, and let's get started on this David Celeste reading of what happened. That's all we're doing is what happened. There's certain allegations that have come out here, so let's see what happened here. So bottom of the deck, just like I got in my last reading, the Hermit card. People are seeking wisdom and knowledge to what happened to this poor girl, this 14-year-old girl, Celeste. She's also born in the sign of Virgo. I think she's born September, sometime early in September, which would pertain her to Virgo. I'm going to put the details right here. So people are seeking answers. They want to know what happened. This could have been done at nighttime. That's the big thing I'm getting here. Somebody was too wise and too mature for their age, or someone was been demeaned to be too wise or too mature. But we're seeking answers. We're seeking wisdom. We're seeking what has happened here, to do with the Hermit card here. Yep, for the injustice. So there's been a grave injustice here under here with the Justice in Reverse card. And let's see what comes here. So first off, we're going to ask, what was David's relationship with Celeste? Let's start off with something more light. I'm going to try to keep the swearing and stuff and code words very minimal. So what did David perceive Celeste as? Or what was Celeste to David to do with their interpersonal relationship? Were they in a relationship? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Even though it was a yes, I just want to probe further and see, because sometimes people, when they get into certain relationship dynamics, in this case, a 14-year-old girl versus someone who was between the ages of 18 and 20, David, because he's met her, I heard, as young as, I think, the age 11 she met him, or the age of 13 or 14. So, or 12 years old, like between those ages, which is that's a child. So I'm going to keep my gross thoughts down. I'm going to keep the puke standing outside of my mouth. And let's just get on with this. What was David and Celeste's relationship? Magician card. There might have been some con arting to this. Grooming. So David was very yielded with his words. Magician card here. This was manifested. I don't know. David really had his eyes on her. He manifested her in. As creepy and sick as that is. But there's also someone that talks out both sides of the mouth here. The Magician card represents a card artist or somebody very good with their words. So Magician card. What was the relationship with David and Celeste? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Chariot card, somebody that traveled with him. This also pertains to the trunk of the car. Go fitting, because, well, she's found in the trunk of the car, or the front trunk of the Tesla car, But this is someone who traveled with him. This was somebody that lived with him, traveled with him on his tours. Chariot, I'm hearing ride or die. I'm hearing she's my ride or die. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Pentacles, a slow moving commitment here. Now, again, this is what I'm getting from the cards, but I mean, this is what I get here from the cards. So let's see here. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Anything else? Were they in love? Were they together? Anything like that, Spirit? Full card. Again, travel. So I'm going to put that underneath the Chariot card because that pertains to the same message that they traveled with each other. And yes, even though David's in denial of his energy, saying, oh, no, it was just friendship. No. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Okay, here's the big question. So, what happened to Celeste? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What happened to Celeste? How was she murdered? What happened to Celeste? Eight of Swords. So she felt confined and trapped. I'm getting here that he restrained her. He cut her up. But this talks about restraints. This talks about captivity. She felt like she could not escape. Eight of Swords, it's a very telling card. That is a very sick card, pertaining that she's a 14-year-old girl, and this is probably somebody in the early 20s. She felt confined. She wanted to leave, but I think she was bound and gagged. She could not go. She was restrained. That's a big one that's going to come up here, that he tied her up or properly restrained her. And I'm getting, like, for me, neck region, I think he restrained her or choked her. But I'm also getting, like, stomach, throat area. Like, I don't think she was pregnant, but I think he had suspicions that something might have been going on with her stomach regions, or she might have been pregnant. And I'm getting here, like, the chest, the stomach area here. Or this, like, because Virgo rules the stomach. He had no remorse doing this. This wanted to come out in the upright reverse. She felt frightened. She was frightened. Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords here. She felt frightened. He could have did this to her at nighttime, I'm hearing. He did this at nighttime. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What happened to Celeste? How was she murdered? Tell us, Celeste. What happened? He drove her away. So I don't think she was murdered in the home. She was driven far away from there, or she was away, like traveling en route, or they were en route somewhere. They were traveling somewhere. This was not, I don't think this was in David's home. Or if he did do it at the home, he moved her body, which again would be in alignment with the Tesla. So she wasn't killed at the exact location where she's found. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What happened to Celeste? Details. Devil card, star card. Battle of good and evil. He SA'd her. Tried to put her on a pedestal. I'm hearing ritual killing. He SA'd her or raped before he did this. It was Smexy motivated. And I'm sorry I'm speaking like this in code, guys, because YouTube's very sensitive to the context. As I'm saying that, my throat wants to close up. Something with the throat. Star card here. Again, I say ritual. It's like he chose her. With the star card here, he chose her. And this is sick, man, because this is a child. Like, I'm so beyond angry to do this reading. I will keep the swearing to minimal because, again, I don't want to flag the video, unfortunately. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What happened to Celeste? Ace of Cups. So I'm wondering if there was either a pregnancy or He thought controlling her, keeping her bound and controlled. Like, I have a feeling she wanted to leave, but he was refusing her to leave. I think she wanted to tell people the truth about their dynamic and stuff, but he's restrained her to leave. And Ace of Cups here, bounded by love, chained by love, which, again, and this also speaks of the Devil card too. There's an obsession. This wasn't love. This was chained. And bear this in mind, guys. This is a 14-year-old child. Bear this in mind. And it makes me sick to my stomach. I'm a 36-year-old woman. And when I hear people being perverted like that, that makes me sick to my freaking stomach. Like, and you're probably like, well, why are you doing this damn reading? Well, because the girl needs a voice. Justice, right? There has been an injustice. As I said, the Justice card came out in reverse. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. How was Celeste murdered? What were the details? And again, I say this was done at nighttime. Three of Wands, an opportunity. No remorse. This person was opportunistic doing this. He did this at an appropriate time. He might have planned this, pre-planned this, but she might have wanted to escape and try to take the opportunity, and he totally did not want her to do that. Three of Wands. Yeah, took her at her most vulnerable. So he took her somewhere isolated and made her vulnerable. He did this at her weakest and vulnerable. He manipulated and coerced her at her most vulnerable with the Seven of Wands. He could have incapacitated her to where she couldn't fight or restrained her. She could not fight. Seven of Wands in reverse. If this was the upright, I would say she fought, but he caught her off guard with the Seven of Wands in reverse. And as I'm saying this, I'm smelling certain foods and stuff like stuffing, or I'm wondering, because again, I was thinking she might have died in the fall. I was smelling stuff. Like, I'm also tasting metallic taste in my mouth, which is blood, which she could have been violent with her. That tells me she choked on her blood. I'm tasting blood. But it's like I'm smelling different foods and stuff like that. I'm wondering before, if she died, if they had like a really hearty meal of some sort, or it could be stomach contents. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. I would not be surprised when he was decapitating her if she was still alive, like almost like a sacrifice, like a ritual sacrifice. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What happened to Celeste? I'm also feeling a very woozy feeling, which tells me intoxicated. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What happened during the murder of Celeste? As I said that, Seven of Cups come out. I think, again, under the Devil card, which is not a good combination. Lust, greed. I think what happened is she might have OD'd, or he strangled her, or he drugged her while he was doing this. She was intoxicated. She couldn't escape because she was probably under the influence. I'm hearing a little too much, a little too much. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Tell me what other stuff happened during this. Any other information? Hangman reverse. It was by a traitor. The Hangman reverse, a secret enemy. She really trusted this man, and he blindsided her. There was an epiphany. She knew she had to leave. She was trying to escape. Like, there was hope for her. She wanted to escape, but she couldn't. With the Star card here, you know, and plus she acknowledges he's the Star, almost like a cult leader. With the Star card and the Devil card here, this person almost arraigned himself like a cult leader. Like, follow me, I'm the Star, and you can do no wrong. So, I mean, it's like he gave her false hope that he was going to let her go, but he didn't. That's another thing I'm getting here, too. He wanted to come off as some, like, cult leader. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Ten of Pentacles. Again, he paid for her to be there. There's something too. He could have paid off the family here. The family's going to be a big thing. I'm hearing the family sold her to him after a while. They got fed up and they just said, well, here, take her. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Bad news, bad information. Somebody snitched. With the Page of Wands here, someone's going to open up and snitch, or someone's going to give false information, or he's going to say to the courts, this was pinned on me. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides, victory. He got her at her most vulnerable and was victorious how he did this. Very meticulous. Lots of wands here, which tells me this is more bodily, physical to restrain her. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. This was violence. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Someone else could have been involved, a Queen of Wands. So there, Spirit's confirming my nose, there is another person involved. That could be the one that drove the Tesla. This was done at nighttime with the moon card in the upright. This was done at nighttime when Celeste died. I heard screaming in my ears. She was, I have a feeling they took her out in the middle of nowhere. Isolated, alone, and vulnerable, and that was it. Because she wanted to leave, and he didn't want her to go. So I'm hearing, if you can't be with me, you will be without me. If you can't be with me because I'm everything, then I will make sure you don't live on this planet, kind of thing. Like, if you don't be with me, then you have no rights to live. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. 10 of Wands, a burden. This was violent. This was a struggle. There was a struggle. She didn't see it coming. She was vulnerable. But I'm getting to actually kill her. It was a struggle. Or someone's been struggling with this. Or someone wants to come forward, but they're struggling with it. This Queen of Wands energy that might know something. Fire sign. And again, he is an Aries. David. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but he's this Aries. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Tell me more of what happened here. Queen of Pentacles. There could be 2 more people that are involved here that know stuff, that are close liaisons. I'm hearing some of his management team and or other people he was having affairs with. And I think this is why Celeste wanted to leave, because she realized that she was becoming a background character. This could have been he had someone else in mind when she wasn't compliant anymore, I'm hearing. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. What were the injuries sustained on her? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Whoa. Judgment card. So a big decision was made. Judgment card. So the decision was to take her life. So this was a big decision. It was a stressful decision here, or after he killed her, to actually hide her or what to do with her afterwards was very stressful. Judgment card here. There's a big drastic decision made here. The spirits called her home, and now it's time for justice. Yeah, everything was unstable. So the foundations of them covering this up is going to be revealed. It's going to be shaky ground. So tell me about David. What is David like as a person? D4VD, whatever the hell his name is. Tell me about David. Did David do this? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Is David guilty? Did he do this? Oh. Did David do this? Did David do this? Letting go. Okay, so Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Did David do this? 44 could be prevalent here. 4 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. Tells me he didn't want to let her go. He was possessive. 4 of Wands, he had a lot of mental health. This person played a lot of mind games. Page of Swords. Very childlike, boy-like with his thoughts and rations. He was always watching her, lurking, stalking her. Always kept an eye on her. He's going to lie and say he was uninvolved. Not participated. He's going to say he had minimal actions to this, but come on. Spirit, tell me the truth. Was David involved in this murder? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. This justice is coming quickly. The angels are seeing this, and they're going to put a bit more speed to this. This could go quicker than what we think. David's going to say he was uninvolved with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. But let's see here. Page of Cups. Three of Swords. Yes, he was involved. I think there's 3 people involved here. Not the killing, I think, was David. But there's 2 other people involved covering this up for David to help him out, to cover this up. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Anything else, Spirit? This was done hidden. Yeah, to cover it up. His high priestess to make it hidden. This betrayal, a hidden betrayal. This was all hidden. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. And it's going to come out in devastation. So, yes, to hide this devastation that that they did this to Celeste. Her death, yes. That this is all being hidden. It will come out that, yes, he is involved in her death. And it's going to be a very sad thing. What they are going to find out is going to be a very heartbreaking stuff. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. And what are we going to find out here? Two of Swords. And this will be a very definite decision when they do come to this. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. It's going to be exposed out. So whatever has happened here, it's going to be exposed out here with the Seven of Swords here. He won't be able to hide from this for long. With the Two of Swords in reverse, a decision will be made here by the courts, and they're going to find him guilty. Exposure. Whatever he has done, it's going to be exposed out. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. And it's, again, to do with the friend-based group. There was a betrayal here. This suggests me more than 3 people, or more than 2 people involved here with the 3 of Cups in reverse. And this was to do with drinking. He's going to say that he didn't have anything to do with her ending up in the trunk like that. But he will admit to that there was a little bit of overindulgence and she OD'd, but I didn't do the rest kind of thing. There will be a half-truth coming out. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Will David be incarcerated for this? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. There will be a plea deal offer. If he says guilty, they will make him an offer. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. He'll have to give up something here. Now, this tells me when they were doing that in the forest, she had to give up fighting for her life. Because I think they got her at the most vulnerable or the most intoxicated. He'll have to give up, and he'll have to admit defeat, because he will try to fight this in court, I'm hearing. But the Knight of Wands will ultimately say, nope, you're guilty, dunzos. So they want the truth in the offer here. I don't think he had remorse when he did this, because he literally ended her life. And this represents her in the trunk, I'm hearing. Spirit saying 10 of Swords, this represents her in the trunk. You know? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Is David guilty for this crime? I'm saying yes, he is. Judging by the 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands, yes. Higher council, yes, he is involved. He'll try to seek God or something like that, or say in prison that he's, found God and stuff, but don't believe it. Yeah, this man's egotistical. This man, Hierophant and Strength card. This tells me David has a very heavy ego. Almost looks at him like a God complex. This man has a severe God complex, thinking he's going to get away with this, and he's not. Will David be incarcerated in jail? Will this lead to incarceration? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. King of Swords, there will be someone speaking his truth. This man's very cold-hearted. King of Swords energy. In collaboration, yes, he will be incarcerated. 3 of Pentacles, but it won't be for a while. Collaborated, I see 2 or more people doing that. Going to jail. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Will David be incarcerated? Ace of Wands, yes. Definite yes. And he's going to be charged for crimes against children. Because I have a feeling something's going to come out about a possible pregnancy with her. That, yes, he was transgressing against her. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Yeah. Sun card in reverse, yes. It's not going to go in his favor. And yes, I think Yes, it was to do with the violent act that he did. So yeah, Five of Wands. They're going to fight this in court, but yes, he is guilty, and it's going to be a very, what comes out about this is going to be very aggressive. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Final card, because I'm going to do a channeling with the girl. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Yes, he is guilty. Emperor in reverse. This was violent. Emperor, Five of Swords, or Five of Wands, tells me this was very violent. This was brutal how he did this and brutalized her. Multiple ways. Mentally and physically. He overkill. I'm hearing it was overkill. Final card, Spirit. Eight of Cups. They might say he might try to fight this. He wants to be let free, but his freedom will come to completion with the World card here. Will this end up? Will David be incarcerated? Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Will David be incarcerated? Justice will be restored and balanced with the Temperance card here. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides. Yes, he will be incarcerated. I feel David will be incarcerated, and fast and swiftly. This isn't going to go in his favor. So that part, this is what I get, but I want to channel Celeste directly. So if you do want to book a personal reading, please do so at jazzemporium@gmail.com, and I shall see you in the next session, which will be a channeling from Celeste. Thank you and goodbye. Hello, welcome to Jazz Emporium. So this will be a short 10-minute channeling on Celeste because I don't have much time on my phone. So Celeste, I always like that name. Rivera, Hernandez. Okay, let's see what I get here. Hearing that song Celeste, she goes, he wrote that for me. When she comes and approaches me, she, in a way, twirls her hair around her. She's always like, I'm seeing her chewing gum, twirling her hair. So she's shown me her curly brown hair, and she chewed a lot of gum. But I'm like getting like I'm hearing chewing gum. Okay, chewing gum. Gum. Okay. Celeste. I'm seeing a forest. Okay, so I'm seeing a forest with a bunch of trees. I'm seeing like a campfire or bonfire. I'm hearing there was drinking involved. Drinking. Because she showed me a cup of alcohol. There's something put in the drink, and she showed me somebody put something in the drink. And I'm hearing, I want to go home. I want to go home. And David getting mad. And I'm seeing a knife. I'm seeing like like one of those weird ritual knives. And she's like, I want to go home. I want to go home. And I'm seeing with her, she was saying to him, I want to go home. I want to go home. I want to go home. And I'm seeing him saying no. And him putting the knife up to her throat saying no. And I'm seeing him cut. I'm seeing lots of blood. I'm going to put that as a teardrop. And she knew. She knew what was happening here. He was going to do this, and he did this to her. Because again, I can't get too graphic on here on YouTube, guys, because YouTube will flag me. So I'm getting that he basically sacrificed her. He did a ritual almost on her. He did like almost like a sacrifice or ritual. Or if not, it was not a ritual. I'm getting like he almost saw himself as a god, like when he, and she's like when he said this, and she's talking me almost like that, like she says he saw himself as like a demigod or a god. I'm hearing like he worships demons. She also showed me a mask. I don't know why, but like a mask with horns on his head. It could be a symbol of something, like not a bunny, but like a horn with blood. I think he referred to himself as another like person or demon. And that's how he, with teeth, that's how he identified himself, like almost like an alter ego. This man might have some sort of personality disorder, she's saying. Like, he's very flippant. Like, she showed me like a mirror of two mirrors, and like something like split down the middle, like almost like he's split apart. Like I'm also hearing like personality disorder or some sort of bipolar. So that's basically what I'm gathering from that. I'm hearing paper cut. Paper cut. Okay, what else am I getting here? I'm hearing he did SA her before he killed her. It was very violent. I'm hearing graphic, gruesome, lots of blood. Lots of blood. I'm hearing his management knows what happened. Management. His management knows what happened. I'm hearing jury. Jury in case. I'm also seeing a handprint with blood. So handprint. So hands are going to be very important here. Oh yes, I remember. He removed her hands. Or something about the fingers and the hands, especially the finger with the word David on there. So I'm going to put David, or Dave. She had it tattooed on her finger. She's showing me that. She showed me a ring. So I'm hearing the ring went missing and the fingers. I think they'll find the fingers or something with the hands and the fingers. They will find something. That's going to be a very big one. Something about the ring in the hands or fingerprints. I'm hearing lifted fingerprints. So fingerprints. I'm hearing he's a deviant. He's very deviant. I'm hearing child trading. And I'm putting that very lightly. Hint, hint. Trafficking. There we go. Trafficking. She's also shown me different videos that he did, all the songs he wrote about her. She says the artwork and the videos that he did was almost like his admitting his guilt when he wrote certain songs about her, that this was like him admitting his guilt. She showed me a grave with flowers, so that's one of his videos, I feel. So she showed me like a dug up grave with dirt. Originally, they wanted to bury her, but they thought, or they were going to put her in an undisclosed location, but they left her in the trunk instead. And she showed me flowers instead. Because they were, I think the trunk in the car she showed me was not the final destined place that they were going to leave her in. I'm hearing when he got back from tour, they were going to properly dispose of her. I'm hearing suitcase. I don't know if she was found in a suitcase, but there's something about a suitcase that you need to look at. It's another thing too I'm hearing. A suitcase, briefcase. And I'm hearing, yes, the computers. Check the computers. She's urging law enforcement to check the computers again. The computers in the phone will hold more information. It will actually, I'm hearing, give a time log on everything between him and Celeste. Paper trail. There's going to be a paper trail that pins David to something. Paper trail. Paper trail. Okay, let me see what else I get here. All I kept hearing was, come find me, come find me. I wonder if they found every body part of hers, but I'm hearing, come find me, find me. Now, it makes me wonder if they didn't find all the fingers, or there's still pieces of her missing, which is, again, very disgusting. I can't believe that I would even say that, and I feel so sorry for this victim. She's also shown me the sugar skulls. I'm assuming she's Hispanic because of Hernandez, but she's shown me the sugar skulls. I'm hearing she's telling, like, she's saying my family will honor me every year, Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo. I'm hearing they tried to sew her mouth shut. Something about the mouth. I'm wondering if they tried to sew her mouth shut. She showed me a sewing needle and threads and stuff. Like, I'm wondering if they tried to sew her mouth shut like a doll. I'm hearing like they treated her like a doll. I'm hearing princess. Princess, doll. Anything else, Celeste? I'm up in the sky. Let's see what else. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to really channel here. He was really brutal with her because some of the stuff I'm channeling, I can't tell you guys because it's so graphic. He pinned her down and he tied her up, and I don't know if he was cutting her when she was still alive. If he was doing that, he was doing that while she was alive, and it was just very brutal. I restrained her and then cut her up kind of thing. I'm seeing chains, like restraints. I'm also hearing shoes. My shoes. My shoes. So there could have been a sneakers or shoes. Check the shoes. I'm hearing the flaps of the shoes or the shoes. She showed me a pair of shoes or sneakers. And something about the shoes. There's evidence on shoes or articles of clothing. I'm hearing he kept certain lockets and certain tokens of her stuff. I'm hearing check all her stuff, check everything in his apartment, check her stuff. So articles of clothing and her things will yield some clues. Anything else, Celeste? 8 months. 8 months is going to be a big deal. 8 months. 8 months. That's going to be a big one here. 8 months. Something about the number 8 or 8 months. 50 years, I'm hearing. That could be the time he's going to get for this crime. 50 years. Hangman jury. I'm hearing possible death penalty. Death penalty. Penalty. She's going on about her brother, that she misses her brother. She said thank you to her brother for trying to keep my case alive, I'm hearing. I miss my mom and dad, I'm hearing. That's something she's saying. So brother. He tried to warn. I'm hearing the brother try to warn the cops, but nobody listened. Everybody failed this poor girl. She misses her parents. I'm hearing I should have listened to you. She should have listened. Her parents. She should have listened to her parents. She showed me an ear. That tells me she should have listened more. But I'm also hearing like people were whispering things in her ear. And I'm also hearing that he was very much persuasive or corrosive towards her. So, anything else? I'm seeing jail cells, jail bars. That tells me again she was restrained. She couldn't leave on her own volition. He wanted her there at all times and she wanted to go. And I'm hearing no. And because he wanted to protect his music career so badly, that he wouldn't have let her go, so no. I'm also seeing dollar signs. Money. So there's going to be something about money, too, that's going to come out about this case. Anything else? I'm also seeing a stuffed animal of some sort, too. I don't know if that has anything to pertain to this. Stuffed animal. Someone check the stuffed animal that she had, because there's a specific stuffed animal, and that's going to yield some clues, too. And anything else? I think that'll be it. Show me the clouds. Anything else? Well, that's it. She just said, nope, that's it. And that was the channeling session of this reading. This reading took the life out of me, guys. Yikes. I'm going to need a stiff drink after this one. There's a lot of information. I hope that helps people. There's going to be 2 people charged, I'm hearing, with this case. So hopefully the person's put back right where he belongs. If you want to book a personal reading, please do so at jazzemporium@gmail.com. And I shall see you later. Bye for now.